What's up everyone, Jelani here. Before we begin to optimize our funnel, guys, I just want to quickly make a video so you guys understand how to use ClickFunnels and how it works, right? So the only way that we get better at what we do is if we practice. So I want you guys to really practice and build out a funnel from scratch. So that's what I'm going to teach you guys how to do right now. So you just get familiar with ClickFunnels. That's how you learn, right? You keep doing it, you get better at it, right? And you can take these skills and, you can build out funnels for clients potentially if you get really good at it. So there's a lot of money in other areas besides e-commerce if you get good at what you do. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this funnel. We're going to funnel hack. That's what we call it. It's funnel hacking, pretty much taking inspiration from another funnel, not necessarily copying it, but just trying to get some inspiration. But for this, we're going to copy it. We're going to actually just build out this funnel and yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it. So what you want to do, right, is you want to get two things that I want you guys to get. So it's called Color Pick Eyedropper, and this will allow us to literally take any color and get the color code for it. And then another thing is called Web Inspector, so we can see the font size, the text color, the background color, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna have links for that below, so you don't have to worry about it. But it's a Google Chrome add-on. Usually I use Safari because Safari is better with CPU usage. However, when I'm building out funnels and trying to funnel hack, I use Chrome because I want to use these tools, right? So the first thing you want to do is sign into your ClickFunnels account and click Add New, okay? So what we're going to do is create a custom funnel, and we're going to name this Yoga Funnel Hack, right? And click Build Funnel. So what it's going to do is going to start building out a funnel, and then we can change what we want it to be. So for this looks like an opt-in funnel. An opt-in, it just means you're putting in your email address to get something out. So for this, you're getting a free guide, a yoga guide for beginners, 10 poses and tips for starting out, right? So all you're doing is putting in your email so that you can get this guide, okay? So it's an opt-in, but for this, we're just going to make it from scratch, right? So blank, start from scratch. So all I did was go to miscellaneous, and then we're going to click scratch, okay? So this is going to bring us to our landing page, and right now it's blank. So what you want to do is you want to click edit page, right? And it's going to bring you to the editor. And within the editor, you're going to see different options that we can start off. So it says fresh start, and we're just going to completely delete everything because we want to build out a funnel from scratch. And practice, guys, this is practice, right? So if you guys know how to do this already, be my guest and go to the next video. But if you don't know how to build out funnels or get ideas or inspiration from a funnel, you want to watch this video. So at the top, you see settings, integrations, SEO, metadata, tracking code, custom CSS. Usually what I do is I want to change the title. So how do I do that is go to settings, SEO metadata, and we can just put yoga funnel hack, practice what you preach, right? And then some keywords, yoga, author, Jelani, and then if we had a social image, we would put that there, right? So, and then you can see the custom CSS, background, general, and in the general settings we can hide the affiliate badge if we don't want it to show. So we can save that by clicking save, right? And you have some other options. You have a pop-up, so if you wanted to have a pop-up enabled, so if the person were to exit or try to exit, which is called an exit intent, this will come up, and then you can have some information in that pop-up. So how ClickFunnels works, right, is by sections, rows, and columns, okay, guys? So a section is this green, so it's highlighted in green, right? A section is the outer box, per se, right, is our foundation. So you want to add a section. So a section could be full width, it could be wide, medium, or small. So if you click on full width, it's going to be the full width of the actual page, right? You see how the green outline here is the whole entire page. So if we were to change this, if we were to delete this and to add a new section and it would be wide, you can see here it's not the whole page. It's kind of, split a little bit, right? And if you go to medium or small, it's the same thing. It kind of goes down. So for this, it looks like it could be small, right? Okay, so it looks like this is probably medium. So what we can do is hit this little settings, and you can change the section width right there. So medium, and it automatically changes it, right? So within sections, there are rows, right? So a row is like you have a box, that's the section, and then the first layer within the box is a row, okay? So if you had a present, the present would be the box, which would be the section. The row would be the wrapping paper, right? And then the last thing you would add within a row would be an element, which would be the actual present, okay? So we're adding a row here, and it looks like this is one column. Okay, so a column is broken down into sections. So it can be one column, two columns, three columns, four columns. So if I put two columns, it's going to break it down to two elements, right? But it looks like this is not two columns. It looks like it's just one column. So what we're going to do is delete that, add a new row for one column. And at the top, it just looks like there's one text line, right? So that would be the element. So we just click on the plus sign to add a new element, and it looks like it's a headline, right? So we just put the headline there, and then we just change the text. So let's change it to download, what does it say? Download this free guide, right? And to see what type of font it is, we just click our web inspector, and it's Open Sans 32, right? So what we can do is hit this icon here, the settings icon, and it's going to open up. The font size is already 32, but we can change the font family to Open Sans, right? All right, so it's starting to look similar, but it looks like it's a little not bold, right? So we want to unbold this, and there's a semicolon there. Cool. So we're starting to build it out, right? So it looks like it's all in caps, so you can hit the settings icon here for the element, and it'll bring up the editor for that element. So it looks like it is all uppercase. So we want to change the text formation. So all you have to do is go to advanced, and it's the second option here, text formation uppercase. Now we go back. It looks like it's a little towards the top. So what I would do here is I would hit the row settings icon, scroll down here. Actually it's at the top. So top margin. Oh, it's actually the section. So I want to scroll down here and pull this back a little bit. So it goes up to the top. That looks about right. So now the next thing we have to do is add this chunk of text here, right? And this is another headline text. It's probably split up into two. So what we would do here is hit the plus sign here. And what that does is it allows us to add another element within a row that's within a section, right? So add another headline here, and we'll just copy this text here, right? And then we want to choose our web inspector to see what type of font. It's Oswald, and it's 48. So we want to hit the what you do to edit text is you want to click, and then a blue box will come up, and you want to hit this settings icon, right? So you want to change the text to 48, and then this is Oswald, it said. So let's see if we can find Oswald. It's probably, if it's not there, you can just check here and scroll down. They have so many fonts, guys. So you just scroll down, and Oswald. Okay? And it looks like it's not bold, so only certain parts of the text are bold. So yoga guide for beginners, 10 poses and starting tips for starting out is in bold, so you want to put that in bold and leave everything else not in bold. And the color, so you want to change the color. So what you want to do is you want to go to your color picker, and you want to see what color this is, and then copy that, and then highlight the part that is that color. So it's that. Hit the settings, text color, paste it there, and boom. Okay? But we only want part of the text. You see how it's like black and then it's black there again? So we're going to have to change that. And how you do that is, you see here it says bold color. It gives you two options. So the text color can be one or the bold color can be one. So for the text color, we just want black. But for the bold color, we want it to be the color we just took, right? So let's hit the settings icon and come here. There we go. Oops. Okay, so that's how you do that. So now it says get the yoga for beginners, 10 poses and tips for starting out, absolutely free. And now the color is black, but also blue. So in this section, in this green part, we have a couple things going on, right? We have a row, which is the blue. Then we have an element at the top, which is orange. And we have another element below that, okay? So I hope you guys are starting to understand how you can build these out, right? So below this, we have some social icons. So we can add another plus and you know what? I think this needs to backspace. There we go. So we remove that. So we add another element here. And you should see something like social share here, okay? So they have a Pinterest one, and we can edit this here by just going here. They probably have some type of code that allows you to put that here. You don't really need to worry about that right now, but for now that can work fine, okay? And then below that, right, we have a image. So you just want to add that here. You go to image, and how we do that, we can just honestly just save this image here to our desktop and then just upload it to our funnel here. So you just come here, click on the settings gear, and then click on the image, and then you can upload any image into ClickFunnels, which is awesome. It gives you like unlimited amount of space. You just click the image you want, and boom. It's going to upload for you, and then you just add the image. Alright, so it looks like this is really big, right? So what we want to do is we want to see the size of it. So if we inspect this element here, what we can do is see what the width is. And the width right here, you see the width, it says 300. So all you have to do is exit out and then come back to our funnel, click on the image here, choose the width, 300. There you go. Okay, so now it's starting to look like something, right? It's starting to look like an actual funnel similar to this one. So underneath the image here, there seems to be some text here. So what you want to do, it's not a headline text, it's a sub-headline text. So you want to click that, and you just copy this text here. Boom, okay? And it looks like the free guide is in bold, so you want to make that bold. And we want to see what type of font this is and what size it is. So we click our web inspector to see what this is. So Open Sans size 24. And it looks like the color might be a little grayish, so you might want to change that as well. So 24 and then Open Sans, right? So this color definitely looks a little gray. Let's check with the color picker to see. Yeah, so I was right. So this is the non-bold text is 575757. So what we do here is you want to click the settings icon, go to text color, boom, enter. And then the bold color is what? Oh, the bold color is the same. So the bold and the text color is the same. So 575757, right? Boom. So now it's pretty accurate, right? It's pretty similar to what we're trying to funnel hack here. So it looks like the next part of this, there's another section. So what we would have to do here is kind of click on the outer skirts of it and click the plus button. And it looks like it's a full width section. So you want to select full width. And it also looks like it's brought up a little bit. So before we even add anything, let's just fix that by pulling this up. The bottom is fine. But also we can edit this section as well. Scroll down, pull this down a little bit. Cool, and we can edit that as well. So we want to add a new row. And the row looks like a 2 columns. You see how it's broken down by email and by the button. So that means that's 2. So you just want to click 2. And on the left hand side, it looks like there's an opt-in email. So what we can do is select input. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow us to take people's emails, okay? And then on the right hand side, it looks like there's a button there. So you want to click button. And it looks like the background of this is a certain color. So let's check our web color picker. Boom. Copy that. So the background, I think the whole section is that color. So what we want to do is click on the gear icon for the section here. So we open up the settings and then click on background color and then put in the background color we just put in, right? But also on the top of that, right, there is this blue line here. We want to see what color that is. And we want to copy that. Select the section. And you want to go to advanced. And you want to go to border. You want to put top only. Change the color. And it looks like it's kind of thick, so you want to change the size. Right? Perfect. It looks like this needs to be lowered a little bit, so we go back to the first section and just lower this a little bit, right? And then maybe the second section we can leave that there, that's fine. But you see how this is like a little, like this is not as thick as this, so we need to change that. So if you go to settings, we should be able to do that here. Right, okay, so click on settings. Settings. Full page width. No stickiness. Alright, cool. So what you do is you want to pull this down a little bit. Right? Next thing we have to do is the button. So this button is bigger than that button, and all you have to do is hit the settings for the element come to advanced, and then change the button width here. So from fluid to full width. And that's going to allow us to have a full width button here. Okay. So now let's add some, you see this image here, we're going to add this image and we're going to change this text so it says enter your email. So all you have to do is click on the input and change the input type to email address. And then what does it say? It says enter your email. And the font, we need to see what font this is. Oh, it doesn't say. So I guess it's probably just a standard font. What size is it? Okay, it doesn't tell us that information, but that's fine. It's okay. It's probably standard. But it does look a little bigger, so we'll just kind of guesstimate that. That looks about right. So what we want to do is you want to take the same color. It looks like the same color for the button here is that color, but let's just make sure. It's a little different, so come here, click on the button. Boom. Okay. Now we're starting to get somewhere. It looks very similar to the page that we're trying to funnel hack, right? So what we need to do is we need to change this text here. So get access now. We just click on the button again. So it looks like it's all uppercase. So get access now. Those are cool. The font is different. Let's see if we can get the font here. The font is Oswald as well. So you want to change that font to Oswald. Where is it? Did I pass it? I think I passed it. There we go. And we want to see what size it is. It's size 21. So change the font size to 21. Now we're starting to get somewhere, guys. It looks pretty good so far, right? So you want to add the image similar to the image here. All you have to do, guys, is go to advanced icon right here and click on email icon. Boom. How easy is that, right? And then there's another icon here right next to the get access now. So you want to click on the button, kind of similar. You want to go to advanced. You want to go to icon picker. And which one is it? It's a check mark. So maybe if you type in check, it might come up. There we go. Boom. So is there anything else we need to do? Oh, the button's not set. So when you have buttons within ClickFunnels, you're going to have to set the action, meaning that you have to, if someone clicks on the button, they want to go to another landing page or they want to go to the next step in the funnel. You have to determine that action just by setting the action here. So in this case, if it's an opt-in funnel, they would typically go to the next page, which is a thank you page. So you want that to be this. So go to next step in funnel. Boom. That's it. All right. So it looks like there's some. It's fine. Okay. So after that, there seems to be another section here, right? With this box, and you can see there's some text in it. So what we want to do for that is you just want to add another section. It looks like it's full width, right? And there seems to be a 1-column row. So you add that. And there's some text. So you just add the text with a new element. So it looks like it's a paragraph text. Sorry, is it? No. It looks like it's a sub headline text. So you want to delete that real quick. Add a sub headline. It's all bold. So let's bold that out. And then let's just see the font size for this. It's 16. So you just want to click the gear icon again. Go to 16. And then the background for this box, it looks like it's white, right? So let's just check to see the color. It's right. So what you want to do is you want to go to the outer row here and change the background color to white. And then you want to give it a little distinction by adding a border around that. So want to give it a full border, not that thick. That looks about right. The color looks a little grayish, so we can just add a little gray tint to that. Right. This background color is a little different, so let's see what color this is. This is, yeah, so it's a little gray. So you want to change the section color here. So go to background color, boom. Change that background color there. And now it looks very similar, right? So now after that, it seems to be some text here. So all you want to do is you can add a new row. Add a new element. It looks like a paragraph text there. And then you can just copy that text or whatever. Put your own text, whatever. And yeah, it looks like it's kind of at the bottom. So what we can do is we can actually pull this down a little bit. Pull it down. Maybe add a little more space. Not that much space, but a little more. Like that. Perfect. Okay? So now it looks great, right? It looks like very similar to what this would be if we were to, funnel hack this and run this. So look how easy it is to build out things really quickly when you understand what a section is, what a row is, what a column is, and what an element is, okay? So this is practice. I want you guys to practice building out scratch funnels from scratch, right? Just building out funnels, getting that practice in. So when we are duplicating our sales funnel, you can quickly just edit the text, edit the images, edit the everything else, like the price and the social aspect, You want to be able to move really quickly so you can be able to test products really quickly. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by building out funnels and getting that practice in, okay? So, guys, I hope you learned how to build out funnels, right? Really simple. Looks really similar to that, okay? So, follow me into the next video where we're going to actually start optimizing our funnel for selling products, guys. I know it's been a long time coming, but it is here. I just want you guys to get that practice in so you understand how to manipulate funnels and how to edit funnels when you're duplicating really quickly so you don't waste any time when you're trying to test new products, okay? That's it for today, guys. Tomorrow there'll be a new video, so if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe and hit that alert button so you know when that video drops. I know you probably want more information, but I want to take it really step by step and slow so you guys understand what I'm talking about. So if you want to see that video, subscribe, hit the alert button. I can't wait to see you there.